Hi, thanks for watching. This is the story of a friend of mine who had gastric sleeve surgery done to lose over 100 pounds. It's an amazing story, and what she went through is incredible, and she's a happy person now. So she will share her experience with us on this video. I'll have before and after pictures, and she'll talk about what her life is like now and if she had any regrets. So please watch the video all the way through because you don't want to miss a moment of it. It's very interesting and very touching too. A little bit about the surgery. It's a bariatric surgery where they actually take part of the stomach away. And then they sew the stomach back up, and then it looks like a sleeve. So that's why they call it the sleeve surgery. Here's a diagram of it to check out. It shows what the stomach looks like after the surgery. So here are a couple pictures of her before surgery, and then we'll start the story. Hi everybody, thanks for watching my channel. Remember to give me a thumbs up and to subscribe to the channel for more information on these terrific subjects. This is Maddie, this lovely lady. She's been my client, I think a couple years now, right?
1.5.
Yeah. And I'm lucky enough to be able to work with her. She is here to tell us about her experience with the sleeve. It's a type of weight loss surgery. And Maddie's going to explain to us why she did it, what it was like going through the surgery, and also what it's like today and how she's thriving and doing terrific. As you can see, she looks great. She's very healthy. She's eating terrifically, and she's working out like every single day. She works out with me, but before I even get to her house, she's on her bike. She has a stationary bike and a rowing machine. She's awesome. So she's very dedicated to a healthy lifestyle. So, Maddie, why don't you tell us about what was the surgery?
I had the sleeve gastrectomy at the Cleveland Clinic in Weston, Florida. There are several different kinds of surgeries, but I chose the sleeve. Before I even had the surgery, I had to lose weight. I lost 25 pounds. But since then, totally, I've lost 115.
Wow.
There's 3 parts of losing weight with this. It's number 1 is the surgery, number 2 is diet, and number 3 is exercise. And to keep it off, the doctors say if you don't exercise every day, at least 45 minutes a day, you're going to gain it back.
Yeah, it's a complete lifestyle change.
It absolutely is.
Surgery's one thing, but it's lifestyle change, and
there's lots of people in the support groups that put it back on, and they usually stop doing one of the many things that you're supposed to do. Take certain vitamins, do the exercise, eating in between meals, which I have to be honest, I have been guilty of that. But in Florida, I go to, when I'm down there twice a month to the support group, it is amazing the information and help you can get. It's very, very important.
Yeah. Because I imagine, like we said, surgery is one thing, but you have to maintain that lifestyle.
Absolutely. If you don't, my doctor came to the last support group that I went to last year, and he had said walking isn't just enough.
Yeah.
At least twice a week, you have to do weightlifting, and that's where Sharon comes in.
I'm happy to help. So be prepared. If you're thinking about doing the surgery, remember that it's not just surgery that you're going to go through. You're going to have to approach your life differently, right, Maddie?
Absolutely. My life is different. It is totally different.
Yeah.
First of all, I used to do everything sitting before.
Yeah.
Now I do everything standing.
Yeah.
I have so much energy now that
Were you nervous doing the surgery? What was that like?
Yes, I was nervous. You're nervous about any surgery. But I was determined, and I finally got ready. And I went ahead and did it. And I have to tell you, except for the 2 nights in the hospital, I was uncomfortable with my back on the hospital bed. But I recovered so fast. I mean, I really did. Maybe a couple days I had pain, but
Wow.
I stopped taking the pain things quite soon.
How long were you in the hospital after surgery?
Just 2 days.
Wow. So that's great. You were home 2 days after surgery, and what were you able to eat?
For 2 weeks before and 2 weeks after, the only thing that I was allowed was protein shakes, 3 to 4 a day.
Yeah. Wow.
And that was for 2 weeks afterwards. And then you slowly bring food back in.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a while, so I don't remember the exact thing with the way we did it, but it started with soft foods and then got hard, heavier and heavier.
Mm-hmm.
But you could hardly eat anything in the beginning. With the sleeve, your stomach is about that big.
Yeah.
So what you have to learn to do is eat slowly, very slowly.
Yeah.
You're supposed to chew 25 times for each bite and not eat fast and really savor it.
Because that surgery actually makes your stomach smaller.
Very, very small. You have very little.
So it doesn't change your anatomy inside like with the bowels, right?
No, that is the gastric bypass, which is far more surgery.
Tell us what happens when you come home. So you're on the shakes. You had to drink
For 2 weeks, just protein shake, and then you introduce
food, and then what happens if you ate too much? I gotta ask.
If I ate too fast. The first night I went out to dinner with family, I had salmon, and it was a little hit overcooked for me, and I found that I can't eat anything overcooked. I ended up throwing up.
Yeah, so that's what happens, I guess.
Yeah, and
it comes
also,
up.
If you eat too fast, it causes like this phlegm to come up, and you'll have to throw that up.
Yeah.
So you learn. It doesn't happen very often. I'm very careful with what I eat. Certain things are very easy. A lot of people can't eat meat afterwards. I have no trouble with it. So everything's different for every person.
Interesting. And so you were able to eat quite a few things, but I guess you learned pretty fast what the amount of food you were able to eat, correct?
Yeah, you have to really pay attention to the moment you get full. You have to stop because you can throw up from eating too much. Or with me, the strangest thing since my surgery is if I eat one bite too much, I start sneezing.
Oh.
I sneeze and sneeze and sneeze.
Did you reach your goal weight?
Yes, I have. The doctor gave me a goal weight of 155. I'm at 160, and I'm happy at that.
Great.
But you have to. I weigh myself every day. It's not what people always tell you to do, but it works for me. I just know if I gained weight that day, maybe I had too much salt, maybe I ate too much. So it's just my way of working.
And do you still have hunger like you used to? I always wondered, and I'm sure people are watching wondering, does it actually diminish your hunger?
In the beginning, it does. You absolutely have very little hunger. But as time goes by, and I'm going on to my second anniversary in January, the hunger comes back. But you have to just be vigilant about eating your meals. If I miss a meal, like I'm running around, then I'm going to be starving the moment I get in. I'm starting now to carry protein bars with me all the time, so I don't get into that really hunger area.
So were you told that you were morbidly obese?
Yes, I was. You have to be over at least 100 pounds overweight to have this surgery, because it is major surgery.
Yeah. And did insurance cover the sleeve surgery?
Yes, it did. Each insurance company has different requirements pre-surgery. Most of them require you to be on some kind of diet program 3 months before.
Okay.
If you gain weight between when you first see your doctor and the surgery, a lot of them won't do it.
So I gotta ask, you lose all that weight, then you're gonna have extra skin, right?
Yes, you do. And not everybody does the surgery. I have done some of it. I've done removing the excess skin on my tummy and a breast lift. The only other thing that I'm planning to do is I'd like to remove this hanging skin on my arm.
Interesting. And does insurance cover that skin removal?
No, it doesn't.
Any regrets? This is such a permanent surgery. I mean, you can't change it, right? Your stomach will be like that the rest of your life.
You're always going to not be able to eat as much at a sitting as you did before. You start out only being able to eat about a tablespoon of food to begin with.
Yeah.
So my hunger at a meal is much smaller. But you still, after a year or so, still get hungry in between meals. And it's important to drink. Because sometimes that hunger is just needing water, things that you have to do to keep the weight off. One of them is calorie intake. Another is drinking your liquid 64 ounces a day. Another is exercise. And then your vitamins. You have to take vitamins for the rest of your life because you're eating less. And your stomach is smaller, so the vitamins don't get absorbed as well.
Do you have any regrets about the surgery?
Not one. I'm so happy. People ask me, are you sorry you didn't do it earlier? And I say no, because I wasn't ready.
So just to recap this story of this amazing lady, you started out with a body that was not working the way you wanted it to, right?
No, I had trouble doing steps, walking long distances. I was always out of breath when I went up the top of the stairs. I was tired all the time because I was carrying around 115 pounds extra. Just the thought of carrying 15 pounds in your arms, it's exhausting just to think about. I have more energy. I do exercise. I've never exercised before 2 years ago in my whole entire life. Now I do it every single day. Even if I hurt, there are mornings that in fact this morning, my hip's bothering me. I'm still exercising. Truthfully, after you exercise, sometimes with something hurting, by the end of exercising, the pain is going away.
Thank you so much, Maddie, for your story. You've helped so many people, and thanks for sharing it with us. You're truly a success story. Thank you, Maddie, for sharing your experience with us. I'm sure it's going to help somebody out there who may be thinking of doing this kind of surgery. Also, thanks to Denise, the other trainer in Florida who worked with Maddie. You were a great inspiration and a big part of her life. Thanks for watching, and let me know if you found this video helpful and informative. Thanks.